Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Jazzy, welcome back to What's the Damage, and today's topic is something that actually causes quite a lot of damage, and I'm talking about real world damage, but I'm talking about millions of dollars invested, you know, because we're talking about people who are worth a lot of money, and you know, if something happens to them, the economy of the entire country of the United States and Hollywood just whacks out of whack. And okay, bro, it's actually not that big of a deal, but I'm gonna be talking about celebrities today, okay? We are aware that celebrities are worth a lot of money, they're very valuable people, you know, and when you manage to make it to this status in your life, when you become a public image with many different people admiring you, millions of fans and so much money, you know, you pretty much are rich and famous, you know. When you get to this point in your life, there is very little privacy to be had, you know. Now, I have followed celebrities' lives for many years, you know, and I can understand how when we really admire someone like an actor or a musician or even a YouTuber, people who I watch on YouTube, you know, we're always very curious to know more about their personal lives, you know, but it's like, I don't know, because sometimes we forget, myself included, you know, at least in the past. Today it's much easier, but in the past it was easy to forget that celebrities are also people just like us, you know. They have to work, they have to pay their bills, you know, and they have certain hardships as well. They have families of their own, you know, but like we see so much fame and fortune, so much money, and then being able to afford anything that they want, and people like Johnny Depp, for example, buying his own freaking islands. So I mean, it's very easy to forget that celebrities also have feelings and emotions, you know, unless of course you're somebody like Brad Pitt, you know, like the hell does that guy have to be sad about? But anyway, the point is that, like, I mean, it's really weird because when you call a celebrity a person with feelings, it's kind of like an excuse for you to forget about all the money that they have, you know. Like, for example, I was having a conversation with a friend some time ago about Brad Pitt, and it's like, man, the guy divorced Angelina Jolie because, I mean, he felt sad in their relationship. And she was like, oh, but he's a human, he has feelings too. Yeah, sure, but he's Brad freaking Pitt. I mean, he was freaking married to Angelina Jolie, who for many years was literally the most beautiful woman on the entire planet. He has millions of dollars. He has adopted like 15 freaking kids from Africa. His movies gross millions and millions of dollars. He's famous. Every single freaking woman wants to have sex with the guy, you know. Every woman wants him. Like, everybody on the planet wants to be Brad Pitt, and yet he can somehow be sad. I mean, we're not talking about like the vocalist of a rock band who grew up with depression and drug abuse and this and that before finding success, and it's not the same thing, because Brad Pitt, if you take the time to look up his biography, did not really have a hard life before becoming famous, man. You know, he was actually a very privileged white kid. So I mean, it really doesn't make sense for somebody like him, who always had a good and comfortable life, to one day rise to fame doing what he always wanted to do and somehow say that he's sad. It doesn't make sense, you know. But other celebrities, like Brad Pitt aside, we can kind of understand others as well, you know. And the reason that this video is in What's Damage is because I'm going to be complaining about something that I honestly think is really dumb to the sense of I don't know why it happens, and like if it ever happens to me, I'm gonna be taking drastic measures to ensure my privacy, you know. But we know that celebrities have a lot of difficulty keeping their personal lives to themselves, you know, because no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, there's always going to be somebody who's going to take the information that they need and leak it, you know. That's why paparazzi exists. So somebody is always going to find out where you live. They're going to try to take photos of you inside your house, or record videos, or even try to invade your house, you know. So this is always going to happen. When you become a celebrity for any reason, you have to prepare yourself for, you know, pretty much like everybody around you wanting a piece of your personal life, you know. Unfortunately, it's completely normal. It's wrong, but it's completely normal. Now, what's not normal at all are the people who consider celebrities to be animals in cages, you know, as in they think that they can just go to where they live and see them through the glass, you know. It's like, dude, this is their private residence, you know. Like, if you want to meet a celebrity, wait until there is some kind of meet and greet, you know, or a movie premiere, or maybe, I don't know, man, if you live in California, odds are you might bump into a celebrity on the street, you know. I mean, yeah, depending on how big they are and how much money they make, you know. Like Michael Jackson, for example, was a person who literally could not leave his house, you know, because like if he went anywhere at all, there would be people mobbing the guy. So at one point while he was alive, they actually had to empty out the supermarket and leave only his friends and family in there, pretending to be regular people, just so he could simulate the experience of buying things for himself, you know, because it would have been impossible otherwise. So like the bigger you become in Hollywood, the harder it is for you to even leave your house. But of course you have to at some point. But the point that I'm making is that, like, I mean, there comes a moment where you literally can't. You know, you literally cannot, because you're not going to run into like Robert De Niro or Tom Cruise at a, I don't know, a Starbucks or something, you know. But you might run into a lower tier actor or actress. Keanu Reeves you might run into even at a freaking Walmart, because the guy is so down to earth, man. He even takes the metro, the subway here and there, you know, and gives his seat to people. Keanu Reeves is awesome. I think he deserves a video just about him sometime later in the future if I can work a little script around that. But anyway, a stupid kid flying a kite freaking distracting me. But the point is that celebrities, they do also have the right to have a personal life, man, you know. And when like these people, they spend months, sometimes years working on a movie or a TV show, you know, to get it out for us to watch and consume. And at one point, I mean, they do kind of want to just come back home and unwind a little bit, you know, because celebrities also have pastimes. They like to play video games, they like to watch movies and TV shows, you know. They might like to cook, or I don't know, knit, you know, or draw, anything artistic. So, I mean, they do have their own... Who's calling me? Oh my God, it's always my dad while I'm recording videos, man. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so celebrities, they also do have their pastimes, man. They want to come home and enjoy themselves, whether they live in a fancy house or an apartment, you know. I mean, I actually understand people like Bill Gates, for example. He is a person who, like, the guy literally can't leave his home, dude, because he's famous for being rich, you know. And he has a very big house, kind of like in a wooded area, a very rural area of, I think, Washington, you know. So I recorded a video talking about him some time ago, completely unrelated to the video here, but I just talked about how rich he was. So I mean, I can understand him wanting to isolate himself and his family away from the general public. You know, it does make sense, even though his house is freaking huge. Pretty much covers the whole surface area of the place that he chose to build it. But the point is that I can understand celebrities who want to live away from civilization, because it's how they can have their privacy, you know. And even then, there's ways for people to track them down. Johnny Depp definitely spends a lot of time on whatever islands he bought, because there's nobody there to bother him, you know. And if you're the kind of person who is so, like people are obsessed with certain celebrities, man, it's actually scary. The K-pop idols really suffer from this, because people just, they scream and they shout and they jump up and down, and like, dude, they're just people. They're just, okay, I can understand they're your favorite singers, but why do you have to scream when you see them, you know? Just relax. Because like, this actually scares celebrities. No, this is why they don't want to leave. Like, if everybody in the world who is fans of celebrities, like, you see a famous person on the street, me for example, if I see a celebrity that I admire, I'll be like, oh my God, hey, wow, fancy seeing you here. I love your work. And I would shake their hand and say, hey, look, I really like your work. You know, keep up the awesome work you're doing there. So what are you doing here? You know, like, pull up a conversation, you know, make small talk. Like, yeah, so you look good today. Yeah, this and that. I'm really excited for your new movie or TV show, you know? Yeah, but yeah, so I guess that's it really, you know? I mean, you met them, you know? That's the objective, you know? You want to meet them and just say how much you admire their work. That's kind of the idea behind it, you know? If you ever get the chance to hang out with a celebrity that you like, that's even better, you know, if you guys have some common interests. So me, for example, I would love to spend a day with one of the YouTubers that I admire, like Markiplier, for example. We could play a lot of video games together and just talk about YouTube, you know, and other stuff. So it's really, because once you can embrace the idea, the fact that celebrities are people just like you, then you can have a much better relationship with them, you know? But I mean, when you just scream and freaking try to jump on them and rip their clothes off, you know, and bite them, I mean, the only thing you're gonna do is scare them away, man. Like, if I'm a celebrity and I see a fan, even if it's a very attractive woman, you know, if I see a fan screaming and jumping up and down and this and that and trying to get at me, I'm gonna want to run away. I'm not going to want to give her any attention, you know? So guys, we just gotta try to relax, you know? Because the more of a crazy maniac you act close to a celebrity, the less they are going to want to be near you, you know, and they will remember your face, you know. So if a celebrity ever gets a restraining order against you, for example, that's it, buddy. You're screwed. So, and there are so many instances of people breaking into celebrities' homes, you know, and waiting for them to get home. Sometimes it's not even threatening, like they're not armed or anything, they don't want to hurt you, but it's still creepy as freaking hell. There was one case where Sandra Bullock left her house, she went to travel somewhere. She came back and found out that there was this guy living in her garage for a few days or something, like waiting for her to come home so he could ask her to marry him. Like, what the hell, man? This is not normal behavior, you know? This is already bordering on the psychopathic spectrum already. I mean, guys, is it so hard for you to just act like a normal human being when a famous person comes around? You know, I think singers suffer from this more than actors, you know, because I don't know why, just musicians in general have always been better seen, you know. I guess people consume more music than cinema in general, you know, so it's really normal for you. That's why, like, musicians need to have so many security guards around them, you know, I think even more than certain actors. So it's actually really freaking scary. YouTubers is the same thing, but I don't know, YouTubers are just regular people. Like, if you meet a famous YouTuber, it's not the same as meeting an actor, you know, or a musician, but the point is that we really need to learn to, not even we, but you guys, because I can clearly do this, but we really need to, why do I keep saying we? You guys really need to learn how to respect boundaries, you know, establish boundaries and respect them, you know, because try to put yourself in the celebrity shoes. Like, if you, I don't know, you leave your house to go for a walk or something, go for a jog, and you want to pass by the supermarket to buy a couple of apples or something, and then like literally everyone you see comes up to you, you know, trying to grab you, you know, and take photos, you know, without your permission, and scream and this and that. Like, they don't leave you alone, you know. So it's really annoying. Like, if you see a celebrity on the street, it's cool to stop and ask for an autograph or maybe a photo or two, you know. That's totally fine, but don't like occupy too much of their time, because celebrities are always busy with something. Even if they're not working on a movie or a show or something, they're probably heading to an interview, or they got something else to do related to their work, you know. So I mean, I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure that they do have downtime, you know, but depending on how much you work, I don't think it's very common. Like me, for example, if I one day explode onto Hollywood, or if my YouTube channel grows, I'm not gonna want to stop. I'm gonna want to keep creating content literally every single day, you know, and keeping you guys fed and making money, you know. So that's just the way I think about this. But in general, guys, celebrities are people, you know. Leave them alone. Stop pestering them, you know, especially like these K-pop idols who don't, like, these guys are worked to the bone, you know. I talked about this in my video talking about how I listen to 8 hours of K-pop, and I give you guys a little rundown of how their lives are. I show you some clips of them fainting on stage because they're so overworked. So imagine being in this state, you know, in your life, being so damn overworked, and then aside from that, people don't leave you alone when you have some downtime to yourself, you know. Like, if I'm famous and I come home and I want to play some Xbox or something, you know, and there's these crazy fans screaming outside my window, like, if I am a celebrity and somebody invades my house, if you're a guy, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you, and if you're a girl, I'll probably spray you with the hose or something, you know. I'm gonna, like, you're going to regret ever coming to my house, just to let you know, okay? If I ever become famous to the point where people start finding out where I live and invading my house, you're gonna have a really hard time. A restraining order is gonna be the best case scenario for you. It's gonna be the least of your worries. But anyway, especially if I have a girlfriend, you know, and I find out that somebody invaded her house or something, you know, but dude, just like, I'm saying this without being famous, but leave me the hell alone, okay? But anyway, that's it, guys. A very short video, just a random vlog, you know, venting about something, you know, something that I think is really annoying, you know, in the real world out there. So it's really, you guys gotta learn to respect people's privacy, you know. It's not because a celebrity, like, like, guys, if you find out where a celebrity lives, it doesn't automatically give you a free entry ticket to where they live, you know. Like, hey, I found out where Tom Cruise lives, let me go and visit him now, just because I can, just because I know where he lives. That's not how it freaking works, you know. But anyway, I think I've rambled on long enough, you know, so just chill the hell out. Leave these people alone, or else you're just gonna make things worse for yourself. At worst, you're gonna get arrested, you know, so just chill the hell out, okay? But that's it, guys. Whether or not you agree or disagree with the video, please give it a like if you happen to like it, and also consider subscribing to my channel, because I release videos literally every single day, sometimes one, sometimes two, and at random times of the day. So hit the notification button to know exactly what time I'm going to be uploading, because that always happens at random. And that's it for now, okay? This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen.